Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or just welcome if you're new. My name is Eboni Harris, and I'm a relationship therapist based in Houston, Texas. I wanted to talk about a space that I feel like a lot of women get to when they're in the dating field. After tons of swiping, failed meetups, and just amazingly bad dates, a lot of singles at some point have decided to just give up on dating altogether. Then, oftentimes, that fear kicks in. Like, is this okay? Will this stop me from meeting my person? Am I closing myself off to love? Am I the one that's emotionally unavailable?
Is it me? Am I the drama? I don't think I'm the drama. Maybe I am. Am I the villain? I don't think I'm the villain.
These are thoughts that kind of come up when you are just tired of the dating game and you're just over that whole looking for love, either online or even in person. So I'm going to address it, and today we're going to talk about whether or not you are emotionally unavailable, or are you just tired of dating? So let's start with just kind of defining what emotionally unavailable means. If you've seen any of my other videos about being attracted to emotionally unavailable men, or should you date people that you aren't attracted to, I feel like I've kind of went through what emotional unavailability means, but I want to make sure I start with some type of a definition so we're on the same page. So emotionally unavailable means that you have a hard time managing or expressing your emotions, or you have a hard time getting close to other people in an emotional way, meaning being vulnerable, having deep conversations, or even thinking about a close long-term relationship is something that you shut down. I think this is important to know because while deciding to stop dating doesn't necessarily mean you're emotionally unavailable, it could depending on what your motivation is. So I'm going to go down a list, and if any of these are the reasons why you have chosen to stop dating, it could be because you're emotionally unavailable. But no worries, I'm going to give you some things to work on so that you're not just giving up all dating pursuits. If you stop dating because you only attract emotionally unavailable people, it could be because you're emotionally unavailable. Oftentimes we attract a reflection of who we are, or we attract parts of us that we haven't healed yet. And so if that is the case, the best advice I could give you is do your work. If you're constantly attracting people that are emotionally unavailable, then you need to work on your own emotional availability. And when we talk about that, yes, we're talking about emotions and how close you can get to someone, but I also want to acknowledge that how do you regulate your emotions? How are you at managing your emotions? If you're someone that when someone upsets you, you completely shut down, you don't want to talk, and you give them the silent treatment for an extended period of time, then that could mean you're emotionally unavailable. If you're not able to speak about difficult topics and emotional topics without having a huge emotional reaction, or even one that seems muted because you're not saying anything, that means you're struggling to manage your emotions. And again, same that goes on the other side. If you are a person that when someone does something you don't like, or when someone ends a relationship with you, you automatically deem them a horrible person, or you go off, or if you find out that they maybe are dating more than one person, you completely lose your stuff, then that also could mean that you're emotionally unavailable because you are not as attuned to your emotions as you think you are. Emotionally available people, or emotionally regulated people, I'll say that, are people that recognize the emotion and feel it, and maybe you're angry, maybe you cry, but if it's I need to get all of this emotion out and I need to destroy, or I'm tucking it all the way in and no one will ever know that it bothered me, then that might mean that you're not as emotionally attuned as you would like to think that you are. So if your emotions overwhelm you and lead you to react in a way that you don't feel so proud of the next day, then maybe you need to focus your energy on doing your own work around identifying your emotions and how to express them in healthy ways, and how to have healthy communication as well. So let's say you've stopped dating because you're tired of investing in people who don't invest in you. Then you may need to work on your boundaries and your discernment. Oftentimes we struggle because we don't know when we should be letting go of a situation or when we should be working harder. We have all heard the saying, stop giving boyfriends, husband privileges, or don't make someone a priority if you are only an option. While I'm not a huge fan of these sayings, I think there is something to be said around if you are often drained at the end of a situationship or a dating situation, then there may be something that you need to work on as far as like when to give people full access to you. Or there is something to be said about not giving someone full access to you. We all get excited when we meet someone new and there's potential for a new relationship, but don't let that excitement push you into a pseudo relationship before you're ready. Okay, and if you stop dating because you hate dating apps, which get it, Get off the apps and get into the real world. This does not mean that the apps don't serve a purpose. This does not mean that you're going to meet your right person or the person you're going to be in a relationship next just because you're out in the real world. But it does mean that you are continuing to be open and you're continuing to practice your skills as far as like communicating with people, dating, getting to know people, being open to just learning about people. I am not saying that this makes it easier to get to know people or date people. I'm just saying that change up the environment, right? If all you know are dating apps and that's what's created this exhaustion, then try something different. Learn how to communicate with people in the real world. Learn to start a conversation with someone, even if you're not interested in dating them. It's really important that you take a break from the dating apps if it's creating a negative view of dating. Try spending time with people that you love and trust and enjoying their company. Have fun conversations with strangers while holding back the pressures of finding the one. I understand that the dating apps, especially in the last few years, has been extremely helpful in meeting people when the world was shut down. But take back your real life outside of the dating apps and seek intimacy and connection in the real world. Even if you don't find a relationship, at least you have some fun stories to share once you get back on the app. If you have stopped dating because you feel it is negatively coloring how you view potential partners, or if you found contentment and peace in your life without going on all the dates, just go with it. We all need breaks from time to time, whether that's from work, friends, family, our home. We all need breaks. And so if that's what you're just feeling, I need a break, I'll get back to it, then don't fight it. Just allow that to happen. We all know apps are not going anywhere and neither are the people using it. So take a break, and when you get back on, go ahead and block that guy that swipes right on you every time but never sends a message or asks you on a date. Okay, if you like that video, go ahead and hit the like button and comment down below, why are you tired of dating? And also share this with a friend that you know would resonate with this. I appreciate you all. That's all. Bye.